The deep dark secrets of Jack Sparrow, and I guess he knows yours. Does he ever surprise you? Has he surprised you lately?
He's definitely surprised me in moments. You know, while sort of in the midst of the process, you know, in the middle of a scene and whatnot. No, we kind of know each other's thoughts for sure, but he has surprised me in a sort of spontaneous, you know, moment.
Can you think of sort of things? I wonder if you suddenly come out with something and think, you know, that's all him, it's not me.
Oh, it happens a lot. I mean, I couldn't. It'd be very difficult to be to be specific. Yeah, I can't think of one specific moment, but I mean, it does happen a lot.
There was a lovely shock, surprise about the first film, and obviously that shock or surprise is gone, but what do you think the third film has that will give us a surprise, will give us a shock, be something unexpected? What's unexpected about the third film?
I think too, for I mean, although I think it's you know, stands on its own very well as you know, as a good film, I think that 2 had a greater responsibility than 1 or 3 do, in the sense that it was the sort of glue that, you know, and 3 feels like to me that it's closer in tone to 1 in terms of humor and being character driven. But I will say, the special effects in 3 and some of the sequences, you know, the more sort of heightened sequences, definitely far surpass the work that was done on 1 or 2. It's pretty intense.
Maelstrom sequence. I mean, none of us have seen this, but there's this Maelstrom sequence which is being talked about. Is that on a bigger scale? I mean, how would you describe that scale? On what scale is it?
I'm not sure it can get bigger than that. It's just enormous. It's just, you know, what I have seen, I've seen bits and pieces of the Maelstrom sequence, and it's staggering. It's a staggering piece of work. Gore. Well, when you're doing sequences like the Maelstrom or any kind of, you know, action-driven, you know, sequence, whether it's stunts or special effects or something, for any length of time, what happens, or at least what happens to me, is I wind up going to the director, going to Gore, and saying, "Please, can we do a scene where I speak? I just want to do a scene, you know. I just want to act again, you know." Because you find yourself in you know, where it takes like 8 hours to capture a moment that's going to last for, you know, a quarter of a second or half a second on screen, that kind of thing.
We left you at the end of the last film. You've been swallowed by the Kraken, or Kraken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you still in the belly of the beast at the start of this one? Where are you at the start of?
Yeah, I mean, presumably, yeah. Well, you know, once down the gullet of the Kraken, Jack Sparrow ends up where no sailor wants to end up, which is, you know, so that's where we pick up with Jack.
Keith Richards is, of course, famously in this film. What was it like? Was there a shock of recognition between them? Know much about versus don't know much about this film, but again, it seems to suggest that we're seeing age at the end of the
It's huge conglomerates, isn't it? I mean, the metaphor is right out there.